now I've got 3 simple exercises to do, which they're all in the guidebook. Now the very first one, I just grabbed my wallet, because I've done this for a few years. Very first one is to get £100, minimum of 100. I've had this in my wallet for probably 5 years or more. So you see there's 5 £20 notes, and that goes in the back section of my wallet. So you put it in your wallet, in your purse, 100 quid, and it's not for spending. The idea is that everywhere you go, you've got that £100, so you're feeling wealthy. So every time you touch your purse, your wallet, and you go out, you're thinking, I've got 100 quid, I could book a nice hotel, mid-range hotel for the evening. I could go out for a lavish meal. I could go and buy some really decent clothes. I could jump on the train and go and have a day out. £100 will give you quite a decent return, however you want to spend it. So the key here is, each time you touch your wallet, you think, I've got £100, I could spend it on this, but you're going to keep the discipline not doing it. You're thinking of what you could do. It's like you're getting the vibrational advantage of spending money that you don't spend. Okay, so it's having it there to think, well, I could do that, could do that, could do that. You're thinking about what you would like, as opposed to can't afford it. Okay, very simple, very subtle, and all it is if you can put more than 100 in there, put it in there. A couple of 100, okay, because you're feeling abundant every time you touch it. And you could have many things, but you're choosing not to through discipline, but you enjoy the feeling of abundance, that I could do this, I could do that. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is what we call the prosperity game. Now, I've done this as well, where you take either a spreadsheet, if you've got one on the computer, or you take a notebook. Quite simply, this is imaginary money I'm going to give you. On day 1, to write it, concurrent days 1 to 365. If you want to do this for a year, the longer you do it, the more effect it has. You go on day 1, you got imaginary £1,000 that you've got to spend. Okay, on day 2 you get 2,000, day 3 3,000, day 4 4,000, day 5 5,000. So day 35 you get 35,000. Now you can spend it on anything you want, but you can only spend up to 25% of each one. So you've got to divide it at least 4 ways every day. Now all you're doing here is, for £1,000, you might say, okay, right, I'm going to buy myself a load of new clothes. I'm going to treat the family to a weekend away. I'm going to give a load to charity, whatever. Then on the second day, 2,000, you do the same. Now, what it focuses you to do, you've got to think of nice ways to spend the money. It's like you've got to get rid of it. It's just a game, just a prosperity game. It's all imaginary. But as each day goes by, the amount gets bigger. So on day 135, you've got 135,000 to spend. So now you're thinking, okay, right, I'll get myself a BMW and I'll give 30,000 to charity. And what it does, it raises your vibration, because you're focusing on all the good stuff. And you've really got to think about it, because the amounts get bigger. Over a year, you're dealing with 66 million in imaginary money, but you're focusing on what you want. It's fun to do. Your vibration goes up, and you're saying to the universe, yeah, all these good things. You're dwelling on the nice things and spending it rather than the lack. Very simple to do. Give it a go. Okay, I've done both. I always carry the money around. I've done that exercise on a spreadsheet, and yeah, you've got to stop and think, okay, what I'm going to do? Yeah, you're giving it away, but you've got to divide it up and give it to more people. So you become very charitable in your with this imaginary money and these imaginary donations, and it feels good. It feels really good, and we all know how important feeling good is to raise your vibration. Okay, so that's the first 2. The third one is something me and Stephen advise people with numerology. Now, in numerology, there's only 9 numbers, and number 8 is the number of abundance. If you turn on its side, it's infinity. Flows, money flows. So we tell people to take a piece of paper and just write the number 8 on it. See, that one's a bit grubby now. I've had it in my wallet for that long. Stick it in your wallet or your purse, and also put the number 8 on everything connected to finance. Now I'll show you my computer, if you can see that. You can see the live on screen, number 8. Okay, we do it for everything. So that's the abundance. It increases the abundance frequency around you. Now, something else we also do is we fold money. We teach people to fold money like this. Hide the queen, okay, because money just circulates around the planet. That means it's going to come back to you. So fold it in half. So every note I receive, I fold it in half. Each time you're doing it, you're thinking of abundance because you're thinking, right, it comes back to me. Okay, so it's getting you to naturally focus on having more of it. Okay, that one is very, very simple. So just take that number 8, write it, handwrite it, number 8 on a piece of paper, stick it. I've got it on the back on the phone. You can't see it through the camera. I've got it on my laptop. I've got it in my wallet. Everything connected to money, I have that number 8. Okay, and each time you see it, it reminds you. Okay, and you just raise your vibration that little bit. Okay, so we've got 3 very, very easy and simple ways to to create an abundance mindset. First one is very easy. So with 100 quid, and each time you're going out, you'll feel it. You're thinking what you could spend your money on, but you're choosing not to. Okay. The number 8 is very, very simple. The imaginary game, prosperity game, is good fun. It takes a little bit of effort where you, once a day, it's just a habit. Take a couple of minutes a day, have fun with it. Spreadsheet, notebook, we spend this and measuring money. Because what it does, all of them, it reminds you, feel abundant, and that's what you're putting out there. Do this over a period of time and you'll naturally start to raise your, let's say, abundance quotient. Feel good about it and say to the universe, more of this, please. Okay, so that's what we talk about, tuning in to the abundance.